Hi there, everyone. It's Anthony, and I am back with my friend
Kylan.
What's up, Kyland?
What's up, guys?
Wait a minute, you look like you're in a different place. What's going on?
Yeah, I've changed locations on everybody.
For those who don't know, and I imagine that would be everybody watching because I don't know why any of you would know this, but Kylan decided that he couldn't even stand to live in the same city as me anymore, so he decided to move 700 miles away. So,
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I finally made the move.
and you've been there, by the time this video is out, probably like over a month or something, because I mean, at the time of this recording, the most recently released video is Inca Mummy Girl, so we're a few episodes ahead.
Oh, wow, that's episode 4. We're on
Yeah.
episode 9. That's so crazy how, filming and posting is so different.
Look, man, these things take a while to edit, so I'll be trying to pace it out. But luckily that doesn't change anything because we weren't ever meeting up in person before, so I guess
Staying
it's still
free, man.
it's still the same anyway right now. Even though we did get to film that one last music video the week you were leaving, so
Yes.
that was a very
Yes.
last minute thing.
Very-
Everybody needs to go check that out. It's probably been out for a long time now, but when you watch this. But anyway, enough housekeeping stuff. This is episode 9. What's my line? You got any idea what that might mean? What could be going on?
My guess is they're going to be doing a play. So I'm thinking that's probably why it's going to be 2 episodes. Probably the rehearsal period, then the actual show opening night. I feel like something's going to happen with somebody on stage or in the cast. Maybe some love. Maybe some of the relationships might like start to flourish or something.
Yeah.
I could definitely see some jealousy happening if like somebody gets cast in the wrong way or whatever. And has to like kiss somebody else, like typical. But I feel like even though it'll be like, even though it's like been done, like I feel like it would be done well, you know?
Yeah, Buffy is always able to do things well, even if they've been done before, it seems like. But interesting. And I know we mentioned a few episodes ago that we thought that around this time with these episodes, they might be it might really be getting into some heavy, I guess, storyline stuff. Since it's a 2-parter, that makes it seem like it's probably something important. So
yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty much a letdown if it was just a 2-part Monster of the Week episode.
Yeah.
But it would be like it's just that it's like that much. You just gotta have 2 episodes for it. Be kind of funny too.
Exactly. All right, well, let's go ahead and just get into this. Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 2, episode 9. What's my line? Part 1. That's a mouthful.
I aspire to help my fellow man. Check. As long as he's not smelly, dirty, or something gross.
Give us some peace, would you? Can't you see I'm working?
I'm sorry, kitten.
Spike and Drusilla's relationship goals.
No, I can't stand to
You
see
think
you
so?
like this.
Definitely, man.
We're running out of time. Then make it a language! Isn't that what a transcriber does? Not exactly.
Not exactly.
I want
I'll dance with you,
Fed.
on the Slayer's grave.
All right, so yeah, it definitely looks like this is something, with Spike and Drusilla trying another plan to get at Buffy.
Yeah, hatching another scheme.
I wonder what all that aptitude stuff is going to lead to, because obviously they didn't just do that for no reason, I think.
Yeah, really. Maybe like a career placement thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like, I wonder if it's going to like tie in like thematically or...
Oh,
Something
yeah,
like that.
I guess so.
I forgot. They're not a people.
That guy had no hand-eye coordination whatsoever.
One down.
Buffy, you scared me.
Now you know what it feels like, stealth guy.
That's ironic.
Just dropping by for some quality time with Mr. Gordo? Mom's in LA till Thursday. Art buying her something.
Then why'd you come in through the window? Wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
that
you're
is
okay.
weird.
I had a bad feeling.
Yeah,
There's a surprise.
just the way
Angel
she
comes with
usually
bad
comes
news.
home at this point.
How did you know?
I lurk.
Why does he lurk around a high school?
Because his true love goes there.
That makes it way more justified.
the one freaky thing in my freaky world that still makes sense to me.
She just called him freaky?
I just get messed sometimes.
I would have been offended.
What did she... No, I mean, like...
I wish we could be regular kids.
Is she trying to suggest something?
I'll never be a kid.
No, I don't think it meant.
Okay,
Yeah, I know, I'm
as
just
a
playing.
regular kid and her cradle-robbing creature the night...
When was the last time you put on your skates?
About a couple of 100 demons ago.
There's a rink out past Route 17. It's closed on Tuesdays.
So they make plans to go to the skating rink when it's closed.
Oh, here I am.
Yeah, I mean,
Personal shopper or
I guess
motivational
Angel
speaker?
doesn't. But I mean, he's been in crowds before.
Motivational speaker on what? When you look at me, do you think prison guard?
Crossing guard, maybe, but prison guard?
Seems like every high school show has an episode like this, although I don't remember ever doing this in high school.
As in
Yeah,
police?
really.
As in polyester, donuts, and brutality.
Me neither.
Buffy,
How convenient.
thank you.
I bet you that was a hard
been,
scene to film.
Indexing
I was
the
imagining
watch
that.
dials for the last couple of centuries.
I bet they got them books like
Nice.
glued together or
How
something.
pompous and long-winded some of these watches were. Vampire who escaped. Did you see what he took?
No, but I can take a guess and say it was something old.
Whenever a vampire is stealing something, that kind of is a red flag, huh?
Have a cow, Giles.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the way I'm doing my job, why don't you find somebody else?
Because in every
That's
generation,
right.
there's just
There
like...
can only be one. As long as I'm alive, there is no one else.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And drink for 7 days and 7 nights.
What about the Slayer? She almost blew the whole thing for us. She's trouble.
You don't say. We'll never complete your cure with that bitch breathing down our necks.
Dang.
Big guns?
The Order of Taraka.
The bounty hunters?
You're coming to my party.
Because you're a tiny person. Not tiny in the small sense, of course. Okay, I'm
Wow.
done now.
Whatever comes out of your mouth is a meaningless waste of breath. An airborne toxic event.
Well, I'm
Wow.
glad you feel comfortable enough to be so
What a
honest with me.
principal.
And I
Really?
can only hope that one day I'm in the position to be that honest with you.
Hello, Rosenberg.
Maybe Principal
Come with us,
Snyder will
please.
be a prisoner in Xander's prison. So they just had this
What is all
curtain
this?
set up
You've
to...
been selected to meet with Mr. McCarthy, head recruiter for the world's leading software concern. We're extremely selective. In fact, only one other Sunnydale student met our criteria.
Finally, they meet.
Yeah, really.
Please.
Giles, we have work to do, remember? Get with the program.
You're behaving remarkably immaturely.
You know why?
I guess since it's a daytime cemetery scene, it just feels different from anything we've seen on this show before.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? The point is, no one blinks an eye if you want to spend all your days
And
with
it's a
books.
wonder.
What am I supposed to do?
This
Cut sticks
shot.
for a nursery?
Point taken. I must admit, I've never really... Well, now there's a thought. Have you ever considered law enforcement?
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Not at all.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of like outdoor daytime scenes this episode.
Really.
Well, that looked pretty... Okay, yeah, that was definitely bad.
This episode is putting me off.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. You're right. And I think it's because it's out in the daytime. I'm not used to seeing Buffy like this.
It's definitely got a different feel to it. I mean, the last few episodes have started to have a different feel to it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They do. Which means we can expect to be here later tonight.
Goody. Research party.
Well, you need a life in the worst way.
Speaking of, I really have to...
She should go. You know, gather her strength.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, she's the one that be doing the actual fighting, so
Yeah,
but
really.
ho-hos are a vital part
seems
of my
like
cognitive process.
it's a fair trade.
Sorry, Zan.
Yeah, so I believe she's actually a really good ring skater, whatever it's called in real life, ice skater in real life, and they wrote this in so that they could use her skills. I think I saw the commentary for this episode too, and I remember them talking about that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh, where's Angel even at?
that's a good question.
He'll show up.
He always shows up at the nick of time, even when he was scheduled to meet somebody somewhere. He still waits until they're in peril to actually show up. I feel like that was clearly a stunt double right there.
Dang, you really hate that one. What?
Ooh. Did she just do that with her blade?
Yes.
Whoa, that's crazy. If only it was more blood, but I guess they couldn't show that much blood.
I don't even want to see all the blood.
If this was Tarantino or something, it just would have been everywhere.
Oh gosh. It would have been disgusting.
She slit this dude's throat. Shouldn't there be like a pool of blood covering the ice?
Yeah, there should, but like I said, I'm glad there's not. But if it was Tarantino, it would be like the whole rink would be covered from that one cut.
That must be such like a vulnerable moment for Angel. That's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Right. That's not a good look.
This guy was.
What I'm gathering is like those two people were like the cards, I guess. So she just turned one of them face down, symbolizing he was dead.
You can kill as many of them as you like. It won't make any difference. They won't stop coming until the job is done. Each
I guess this is exactly what Spike wants.
Own way.
Yeah. Oh. That was weird.
Yeah.
I did not like that. Do you think there was anything in that cup?
Like what?
To drink?
Oh.
Water?
I don't know what worms like to drink. I guess they drink water. Oh. That was the most menacing combing of hair I've ever seen.
Try it.
He's dead.
He's a tense person.
Has she done something else to Oz that would make him think that? Or is that?
I don't think so, but I feel like that was enough though to just be like, you're pretty intense, man.
Kind of like how Cordelia got freaked out when she pulled that steak on her.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a statistical impossibility for a 16-year-old girl to unplug her phone.
Willow, like, yeah.
Words of course.
Was it unlocked or did she just break in again? I guess it was unlocked.
Looks like it took a little jimmying though.
Yeah.
Was it Spike? Look, Angel, I got some good pig's blood in. Good stuff. My friend.
Ooh.
You know, I'm a little rusty when it comes to killing humans. It could take a while.
Oh, Spike will draw
That was a
corner me,
cool
man.
line.
I'll take care of Spike.
Eat chicken his.
Whoa.
East on exposure. The sun will be coming in a few hours.
Well, that's a fun way to kill a
More than
vampire.
enough time for me to find Jakia's friend.
Yeah. It's the twisted way to kill a vampire.
They held on. I
Who's
can't
that?
even believe you. You dragged me out of bed for a ride? What am I, mass transportation?
That's what a lot of the guys say, but it's just locker room talk. I wouldn't pay any mind.
Ooh.
Oh, great. So now I'm your tech.
Xander needs to be like a battle
Be a
rapper
member of
or
the Scooby
something.
Gang, you gotta be one of the
Really?
idiots every now and then.
Right, because I lie awake at night hoping you tweakers will be my best friends.
I like a Yo Mama
And that my
joke
first
artist.
husband will be a balding, demented, homeless man.
Good day. I'm Norman Pfister with Blush Beautiful
Uh-oh.
Skincare and Cosmetics.
Free?
Free.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
another screen. Oh, they're just gonna leave us in suspense like that. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a play.
Yeah, I was like way off.
Oh. It's an underhanded tactic.
I mean, she warned her.
Yeah. Ooh. There's some crazy fight scenes this episode too. Like,
Yeah.
Who am I? You attacked me. Who the hell are you?
I'm Kendra, the vampire slayer.
Oh, interesting.
that was the whole. That didn't even feel. That went by kind of quick to me. Well, that was a twist.
Yeah, it was. I was very confused. I was very confused until like the last the last bit of it.
So
then I was like, then I started to feel like I kind of started to gather what was going on.
Oh, so you figured out she was a vampire slayer?
No. That was the biggest twist. That I didn't realize she was a vampire slayer until she said she was a vampire slayer. So was the dude before a slayer as well?
No, the dude before wasn't a slayer. The dude before was one of the assassins.
Okay.
So, yeah, this was kind of a misdirect, I guess, making it look like Kendra, the vampire slayer, was one of the assassins as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think about this episode?
I don't know, man. I feel like I wasn't really a big fan of this one, just because it put me off. Not only because of like it being in predominantly daytime for most of the shots. I mean, like I feel like once you get past that, it's just like I feel like it was kind of hard for me to follow the story a little bit.
Okay, so and yeah, I can totally understand that because it was like it did feel like it was a lot going on, and it was kind of jarring from the beginning. So like I guess if I were to try to break down what all happened, basically you remember a few episodes ago when like that vampire ran through the library and stole a book out?
Yes.
So that book was the book that they were reading at the beginning of the episode when they were trying to translate it and whatnot. And what they were trying to do was, Spike was trying to find a cure for Drusilla within that book. The way that order of the Taraka or whatever they were called came in was because Spike and Drew were starting to make headway with getting that cure. But, then the translator guy was all like, oh, but Buffy is... well, the Slayer might get in your way. And Spike was like, well, we can make sure that doesn't happen. And that's why he decided to call the order on her. Basically just to keep her distracted from them trying to get the cure for Drusilla. So,
okay.
Right. So that's...
so a ruse.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how all that connected. So, I mean, yeah, it was to distract her and also to hopefully actually kill her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they ran into that that assassin at the ice rink... and she killed him, Angel saw the ring that he had on and recognized that he was one of the assassins. And so that's how Angel then, knew. And that's why he warned Buffy that she needs to hide. And she got, really scared after Angel and Giles were telling her that. And then Angel, went out to find more information about it. So I know a lot of all that just in itself was really like... it was a lot going on. I can understand, why it would be confusing. Plus they did the whole bait and switch thing with Kendra, where it seemed like she was an assassin, but then all of a sudden they reveal she's a vampire slayer. And I wanted...
so she's completely unrelated to being called by Spike and all that.
Yeah, she is 100% unrelated to that. At least that's what it was seen, because, I mean, she's not an assassin. They were trying to make it seem like she was an assassin. So we have... I mean, at least we have no reason yet to think that she's related, I think. I mean, like, I don't see why, since she's not an assassin. But I did want to ask you about that, like, since she's not an assassin, and that was kind of a bait and switch, I just wanted to ask what your thoughts are on that, like, on there being a new vampire slayer, because it kind of seems to go against the whole rule of the series. You know what I mean?
Especially, I feel like she definitely was a vampire slayer from a different time. Like, because she clearly, or maybe even, like, a different place.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I guess, like, hypothetically there'd be a vampire slayer for each region, because it's not like the one in Sunnydale can do everything that, because she sounds like she's from the Caribbean, so like it's not like she could handle what's going on in the Caribbean,
Yeah, that's definitely a valid point, because I've always thought about that. They say it's one chosen one, but it's like, but then again, also, Sunnydale is the Hellmouth, so.
Ooh, yeah, but all right, but the Hellmouth of America then.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's another, like, not necessarily a Hellmouth, but there could be possibly like another, like, central location for vampires? Because I just still refuse to believe that all vampires on the world would just come from Sunnydale.
Yeah, they definitely don't all come from Sunnydale. Like, I think it being the Hellmouth doesn't mean all vampires are there. It just means that it attracts more vampires and attracts more evil and some of the worst evil. But yeah, there's definitely evil all around the world. But that's a good point, though. I mean, it definitely seems like one Slayer wouldn't be able to handle everything around the world. So yeah, that's a really good point.
Do you think there's like a Giles of the Caribbean?
Right, exactly. So yeah, that was definitely a big twist, because I mean they set you up completely off guard with that one. So yeah, I mean, I can totally understand like why you wouldn't have been as into this episode. You know, I mean, just since it was a lot going on and it was a different feel. Although I personally really enjoyed it. Just it just felt, I liked the fact that it was a different feel and that it was a lot of cool fight scenes and whatnot. And
Yeah,
it just felt
that
like
was one. Fight scenes were top notch.
Definitely, yeah. And it felt like they were just bringing so many things that they've been introducing, bringing it in, and it's seeming more and more like it's about to really start to, you know, be something. Like Spike is seeming even more important now. They brought Oz in again. So these things they've been introducing over the season, it just felt like, you know, this episode, it's starting to say, okay, we're really starting to get into this now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But hopefully part 2 will answer some of the questions that you had and maybe, you know, make you see this one differently, or maybe you'll just hate part 2 as well. I guess we'll see. But
to be continued.
Right, exactly. To be continued. That one went by fast to me, but I guess we'll see what happens in part 2. But until then, everybody down below, you can go ahead and leave a comment about what you thought of this episode. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And that'll be it for now. Guess we'll see you all in part 2. Peace out! Okay, that was crazy.